you aren't ready to take the fight. See what I'm talking about? You're not ready to take this fight. We're bunny hopping around, you pull out your scope, but here, look, you're already in a fight, right? And this is something that is like consistent with you. And honestly, man, you've got all the brain to be Radiant. You do. It's just these little things right here. You're shooting yourself in the foot. Hello, my name is Worthy, a professional Valorant coach. If you're looking to climb the ranks and improve your overall gameplay, you definitely want to leave a like and a sub and enjoy the video. Okay, so I would recommend that you don't focus on micro adjusting that much. Okay. Yeah, so the top pros in this game aren't going to be doing 180 flicks, or they're not going to be doing 90-degree flick. You know, if you're doing that, you're probably playing the wrong game. I recommend Fortnite at that point. Most of your fights need to be within a small adjustment. So if we have this crosshair right here, if we can just be adjusting slightly to the left, slightly to the right, just a little movement, that means your crosshair placement's doing all the work, and you're limiting how much your human error is going to be. Because this game, as much as we joke about it, is about precise gunplay. You have to make sure that your shots are hitting, right? So your crosshair placement is like 90% of your aim fight at that point. So back in the old days when I was playing a lot, what I would do is I would practice peeking this particular angle, and I wanted to make sure I got the frag, and I wanted to make sure I got the shot straight. So what I would do, this is another drill, you'd peek out, make sure you fire 3 shots, and then fall back, reset, peek out, 3 accurate shots, fall back, peek out, 3 accurate shots, fall back. I would pick a spot on the wall so I knew exactly where head level was, aim at it, and then I would come out and do it.
Omen, you want to flash just through the wall? We run this down? They don't really have like a ton of
So like even right now, for example, put it in head level, just get used to that. One of the things that I used to do before a game, because I have 45 seconds, is just I would do my raw adjustment before I get into the game. I would aim at someone's head, right? I would just go around, aim at their head, go to the other person, aim to their head. Anything mindful is really good right now. Here though.
Oh, they're both there up close. No.
Wow. The audio's kind of buggy. Wait, two coming flank.
Okay, so you got the 2 coming flank from sound, I guess, right? Because right now I'm driver's protocoling, I see the 2 people because Chambers, AFK, and spawn. So at this point, I know that the fight's gonna happen. You're in what I call active mode right now. And I talked about the 3 modes in which you should be checking your minimap. The first one is when you're in active, you should never be looking at it at all. When you're in sentry mode, you should be using the driver's protocol to check your minimap, like your side view mirror. When you are in passive mode, or you're in analyze mode, you can be fully staring at it, and that's usually on a rotation when you know there's no threat. So in this particular moment, you are under massive amounts of threat, so your minimap scanning mode should actually be active mode. You should not be looking at it at all. You should be staring at the crosshair and ready to take a fight. So watch your eyes. You're under massive threat right now, and you're staring at Larry the alien. Okay, things can go bad in this situation, right?
Oh wait, change.
So you were kind of ready for the fight, but you didn't peek it with confidence. And there's a couple other things that we can talk about too. Had you taken in the information, you would have used an action comm here. Your action comm would have been swing 3, 2, 1, and that way KO could respond to you as well and swing with you, as opposed to you guys taking 2 individual fights.
Wait, get that.
Okay. So that's where that drill of working on your action comms within deathmatch is going to really help you, because you're going to be a little bit more active with calming those things. You might be throwing it too low. I think the direction might end up putting it underneath the ground, possibly. I used to make that mistake a lot too.
Yeah, I used to play a decent amount of Omen, and I do try to play, like I'm playing Viper a little bit recently. This one I should have just expected to be shot at.
So you knew the Omen was there, that's what you just said?
Yeah, I'm saying when I went for the bomb there, I didn't need to look at the bomb to pick it up.
Yes, that's going to be something that we talk about a lot.
Okay.
In this VOD. So the other thing too is that you kill this Omen and then you immediately run for the bomb. Right? You don't have to move that fast. You could take a second and just look and see what's going on, because you're about to swing into 2 people and you're going to do it with your knife out, right? Like there's a whole lot of things that went wrong. Because if you peek Shroud here right now, you died, right? You missed, he killed you. Like, this is a blessing that you got a second chance like this. No one's going to just re-swing this without asking for a smoke to get out of there or do something.
The next kill is the same way.
Yeah, you get 2 blessings here, right? Yeah, like that's a blessing. You should be dead, but let's take it. We take those. Sure.
1 enemy remaining.
Okay, so you actually heard this guy A. Let's just listen. Listen for the bird.
Get that flashing? Get that flash. I'm holding you.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy the information that we don't pick up sometimes, right? So yeah, you heard me. And you could have easily just been calling that right away. In fact, this is actually Chopper's call. He should have made that call because the flash was for him. But you know, this is the nature of the people that we play with, right? So
Yeah.
like he's playing like he knows they're there, but he doesn't say anything to anyone. So everyone's just like sitting here with their dicks in their hands, right?
Yeah.
And there's a point to be made here because you have a responsibility to all of your teammates to make them play better. And sometimes you will have multiple angles that you'll have to hold, right? And you can't do that because there's only one crosshair on your screen, obviously. So you need to choose which one is it going to be. Which option am I going to go with?
Hey, come B, come B.
Okay, first infraction.
Oh no.
You do this a lot. You do this a lot, man. Listen to what happens. First of all, you pull out your smoke right here. Take a look at where you are on the minimap. There's so much information that we're missing. So you know there's an omen here. You know there's an omen here from the KO knife. Then you go out and you're looking at the minimap. I know you're taking it in because you're looking at Larry the alien right now, right? So you're taking this in, and then you peek it, and then you go into your smoke, knowing damn well that there's a guy here, right? It's just like, holy shit! The anxiety that I was experiencing watching you do this was like, and listen, you see those bullets that whiz by your head? That's your guardian angel again, man. I'm telling you.
No.
Yeah, that one was definitely going into the ground. That one's going into the ground. Here's where you become the entry fragger. And now we get into a really interesting position because you're worried about someone swinging you and someone swinging you here. So my question to you is, where do you think your crosshair placement should be? Because you're going to decide between one of the two.
Should be CT, but I also know that I guess one for me is CT. When I was rewatching this VOD though, I didn't take note that it was mollied.
Yeah, you didn't take note of it. That's fine. That's fine. Let's pretend it's not mollied.
CT.
Let's pretend it's mollied.
Still CT just because CT is not smoked.
Okay. A better explanation for you. This is where the entry fragger rule comes in. In this situation, which peak is more likely to get traded?
CT.
No, it's going to be the guy who swings you from here, right? The guy who swings you from here is most likely going to be traded by these two right here in this particular angle. This is where you need to make split-second decisions. This is why entry fragging is a lot of fun too. So your crosshair placement needs to be on the most likely threat that will not be traded. So watch the angle that this guy's CT peeks you at. Okay, see how this Phoenix has zero chance of looking at him right here? Yeah, so your decision here is to put your crosshair here because if someone swings you here and kills you, it's most likely going to get traded. But this one right here will not get traded. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So if you're playing a duelist role, that's something that you need to consider. When you get into those situations where you're peeking multiple angles, you gotta be like, hey, what is the most likely angle that they can really mess me up on with a 1v1? And not get any value on it. Omen's got a great way of opping, and that's changing elevations, right? So there's ways of using him as an opper. So you change elevations, and generally the rule of thumb whenever you're opping is that if you can change elevations every time you take a shot, that will make it a lot easier because you got to make them readjust to you if you're going to re-peek a spot.
Okay.
So right now I would teleport up and then I would re-peek mid and hold it from there. That would be a change elevation, for example. Okay. We need to clean this up. This happens a lot. Okay, you're not ready to take a fight right now, and you're assuming there's only one mid, right? Unless you've made a mental projection that says there's one mid, then you shouldn't be doing this right now. And I know for a fact you're not doing mental projections yet.
Leave.
This is what I was talking about, right? Like, once you repeat, you need to be able to take a fight instantaneously. If you are not ready to, you cannot repeat. That is your rule. The animations need to be done.
Oh no, one more.
You're peeking two angles.
1 second, smoking, sorry.
Yeah, okay, so let's go back because there's a lot that happens here. Once again, the issue with Omen being an opper is that there's so much happening all around, and your role is to enable everybody. So you need to be smoking something for Reyna right now, right? So you could be against this wall and then smoking something, like smoke this, for example, smoke CT, either one of those, to be able to give Reyna a little bit more assistance going into A site on her own. Yeah, so like you're smoking, but it's already too late, even for chamber, or even for KO. I mean, see how you just threw that smoke or that flash? That's what I'm talking about. This is that muscle memory. So you're throwing this flash. First of all, it's into the dart, and I don't think it's going to end up going into a tree. So I think it's going to go into the dirt, so the values are really low, and nobody can play off of that flash. Now, if you're playing that flash to stall, it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know if it's the best flash.
My God.
Now, as an opper, you need to consider your positioning. You don't necessarily need to go into sight right now. So you going through here is now making it feel like you want to be a rifler instead of an opper. Any close range fights that you take right now, even this fight right here, it's just awkward. Let's say that she was in there and she swings you right now. You miss the shot. It's over for you, right? Okay? You're not even paying attention. You're about to face the oh shit line. You're about to face the oh shit line. You are not ready for this fight, right? This was always a possibility. This whole area here is the oh shit line. This is all a potential threat. This fight here, I want to see if there's some shock in your face. There is a little bit. There's a bit of a cringe. I love it. There's a little cringe. There's like, oh shit.
You are now listening to